The world is responding to the death of actor Jonathan Joss, who was shot to death outside his home in Texas over the weekend. According to police, officers responded to the scene Sunday evening after reports of a shooting. Joss was pronounced dead after sustaining multiple gunshot wounds, and a suspect was immediately taken into custody. The 59-year-old was best known for his roles in King of the Hill and Parks and Rec. Tessa Bennett joins us in studio with more on the tributes pouring in for the late actor. Good evening, Tessa.
Good evening, Manisa. Joss's husband, former castmates, and collaborators have all spoken out since his tragic death, remembering his talent and his kindness.
Speaking as a citizen of Pawnee, I do not like the way you went back on your deal with Councilwoman Nope. It reminds me of what the settlers of Pawnee did to my ancestors, taking their land without permission.
He really plays white people like a fiddle. Wow, it's amazing to watch.
Tributes are pouring in for the late actor Jonathan Joss after he was shot and killed outside his home in Texas on Sunday.
Gotta get money for the things I wanna buy. Gotta get money so when the plane don't let me fly.
The San Antonio Police Department says officers were dispatched shortly after 7 p.m. to a shooting on Dorsey Drive, where they found 59-year-old Joss near the roadway. Emergency services pronounced him dead at the scene. A suspect in the shooting was interviewed and later charged with the murder. The home Joss was visiting with his husband was reportedly his childhood home, which burned down in January of this year. Joss's husband, Tristan Kern D. Gonzalez, posted a detailed message on Facebook following the tragic event, outlining what happened. D. Gonzalez claims the pair were approached by a suspect who was armed and yelling, quote, violent homophobic slurs. Joss then reportedly pushed D. Gonzalez out of the way to save his life, which is when he suffered gunshots. Police say they have not yet uncovered evidence to support the claim this was a hate crime, but will investigate all information that comes forward.
So you would like the Wamapoke people to pay the federal government millions of dollars to buy land that was stolen from us by the federal government, and we don't even get to keep the land?
Well, when you put it like that, I see the irony. So are you in? No?
Joss was born on December 22, 1965, in San Antonio, Texas. After graduating from a theater arts program, he started out with small acting roles in TV movies like Without Consent and The Substitute Wife, before landing larger projects. Joss was most well known, however, for his characters in King of the Hill.
What are you doing here, John Redcorn?
I wrote a song for you. It's about a beautiful tree named Fancy. Ignore the end. The tree becomes a home for a squirrel with body image issues.
And Parks and Rec.
This is sacred burial ground, and I just hope that the souls of my ancestors don't put a curse on this festival. There are two things I know about white people. They love Matchbox 20, and they are terrified of curses.
In the days following his passing, Joss's former castmates have been reflecting on the legacy left behind by the actor. King of the Hill, which aired from 1997 to 2010, is gearing up for a reboot, a project Joss was part of. The show's producers say he brought the character of John Redcorn to life, and his voice will be missed. In Parks and Rec, Joss held the recurring role of Chief Ken Hotate. Nick Offerman, who played Ron Swanson on the show, says the cast is heartbroken, adding he was such a sweet guy. Chris Pratt, a fellow Parks and Rec cast member and collaborator with Joss on other projects like The Magnificent Seven, also paid tribute to the late actor, saying it was sad to see. Hug your loved ones. Joss had already done the voice work on 4 episodes of the King of the Hill revival series and was seen signing autographs and talking to fans about the upcoming release just days before he died. The premiere date for that show is set for August 4th.